नहीं चल रहा कोई गल नहीं अपने को नहीं चल रहा
Okay, hello, greetings everybody. Welcome to another Let Us Talk It session. So Let Us Talk It is all about sharing the information and then empowering the community. We are thankful to all our wonderful audience who have been supporting us. And as you know, we have sessions on work and life. And also, as part of life, we included the youth series as well, where there are two youth groups that meet every week and present, various topics. And the last topics that they presented last week were about online education challenges and solutions, and then the importance of thankfulness. And this week, yeah, we have today the power of communication, and then we have another session tomorrow, which is about secrets to win clients with impactful presentations by Anjali Gupta. And coming to today's topic, welcome to Deep Arora, who is going to talk about power of communication. And he has, of course, has a very impressive introduction. He did engineering in Punjab State and a gold medalist. He was an associate professor at D.D. Jain College in Ludhiana, and then he started an academy for IELTS in 2007, and started his career as a career counselor. So he helped many students to settle abroad in countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, USA, UK, Singapore, and Italy. With more than 15 years of experience in the education counseling and study visa counseling, he has been helping the community a lot. Also, he is a motivational speaker and a trained CA chartered accountant. And also, he helps on the sessions to manage stress and communication skills. And also he was into spirituality, and then he is like a spiritual teacher, and then also he has a master's in astrology. And the interesting fact is that he does not charge for the motivation speaking or spiritual classes or astrology guidance. But of course his main focus is on the services for study visa abroad. So yeah, we are very excited to welcome Deep Arora to really give us more knowledge on these topics for today, and also he can probably talk about even his other areas of services that he helps with the study visas as well. So yeah, welcome Deep. Over to you.
thank you so much Throta for such a lovely introductions. So I think are you watching me because the video is not possible. I'm not watching. Are you hearing me, everyone?
Yeah,
Hello.
we can hear you.
Okay, can you try again? Can you turn
So
on the video?
no, just a minute. Just a minute.
Yes,
Yes,
we can see you.
that's great. So it's a lovely introductions by Mr. Srini Thronta. So my name is Deep Arora, and we're into career counseling from the last 20 years. So I welcome you all the participants over here. And the topic is, the fabulous topic which has been given to me. There's power of communication. And see, this topic has already been discussed so many people, and I'm again a person who can share my views to you. So, as far as my career was concerned, we have been giving the counseling, a career counseling to the people who have given us the trust to us, and we have settled so many people to overseas for the study visas concerned. So we are into educational counseling, but now the topic power of communication is, so much beautiful that we will try to understand in next 30 to 40 minutes, where question answer series will also be there. We would we would like to interact with each other, so everybody is listening. I'm audible to everyone? Hello?
Yes, yeah, you are audible.
Okay, fine, thank you. So let's talk the topic for power of communication. First of all, what is meant by power of communication? Power of communication means that we can deliver our thoughts to the person who is listening. So the quality of the thought, the quality of the mind is the first point where we have to keep in our mind. To understand more about the power of communications, I just narrate one story to you. There was a saint, and he was in a jungle, he was a forest. So a king and he's a policeman or a minister or a prime minister was just going through that forest, and they lost the track. While losing the track, one of the policemen from that particular kingdom, he approached the saint. He said, a blind man, have you seen our king? He has lost the way. So king said that I have not seen your king. Then another person who approached and asked, uh, hello, Mr. Saint, I humbly asked you, have you seen my king? And can you give me the clue? And he said, okay, although I am blind, but I have listened, I have heard the steps of the horse, and he would be in this direction. But I'm blind man. So he said, okay, I do not believe in blind man. And okay, he went away from there. Third person, he came during the way, and he again saw the that saint, and he asked, Mr. Saint, I am humbly requesting you, you are the priest even, so have you seen my king? He was just lost the way. And he said that, okay, although I'm blind, but I have heard the noise of the horse, and he was just going in the north direction, so you can go and find out your king. So in the meantime, the king also approached to the saint, and he told that, okay, some of the people, they were approaching me. uh, so the saint said, okay, yes, the three people have came to me for your inquiry. And one was a police person, is a small grade, and he was asking about you, but I could not tell about you. Second person would be, I think that he would be your minister. So he was asking about you, and I told about you, but I told him that I am blind, so I'm not able to give the directions. So he went away, and the third one is would be your prime minister. He asked me, and I gave the complete, knowledge about your direction where you have gone. So king was, stunned, and he was thinking that you're blind, and how have you identified the three categories of the people? And the saint told, major point is about your communication, the communication of your police person, minister, and the prime minister. The first one was not good in communication, so I thought that the level of education is not good. Second was more humble, and third was a good person. And now you have come, and you are so humble to ask for me, and you would definitely be king. So this story, this small story, which shows and which gives us the clarity about the way of communication. This is called power of communication. When the three people, they approached the saint, and they asked about their king, but saint gave answer according to their questions. So depending upon the communication, it all depends. So our main objective, that whenever we deal with the people, the clarity of the thought should be there. the communication skill, the communication power that takes so many things from the other people. So we should not be miscommunicated, and the person who gives you the best clarity definitely means that he would have understood that particular topic. So this is the story which gives you the way that how the power of communication is there. And no doubt the communication plays a vital role in our life. The people who who are surrounding by us, although our parents or the society or the community. So with the help of communication, we people can have blossom life or beautiful life around us. So the beautiful words that comes out from the beautiful mind. So I have already told you, there are so many people, they say that is a connection of the people and it's a building block of the community. But according to me, it's a purity of mind, quality of the mind, and level of the thought, level of the mind, where clarity should be there. If the more clarity, more people would be attracted, and you know they will come towards yourself. So it all depends that what kind of words that are coming out from your mind. The words which is coming out of your mind, the production which is in your mind, the words which is in your mind, that comes out from your way. So floating of words depend upon the quality of the mind. So this was a story which was showing that the power of communication is there. I just give you another example, another story. There was two people. There was two friends. They were talking that one of the friend asked that can I smoke during my pray? Can I s- can I pray? Can I smoke during my pray? So second friend told that you go to the priest and ask it. And he said that, okay, I go to the priest and I will definitely ask. And he went to the priest and he said, sir, can I smoke during my pray? So he said, no, 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 it's not possible. How can you smoke during your pray? It's unethical, it's illegal, it's never acceptable. And he came back to the friend and he said that, okay, the priest has totally denied my proposal. He told me that it's not good, that how can you smoke during the pray? Then a second friend told that, okay, wait, I will go to the priest and I will give you the way, and how I will tell you how your wordings can be modified. So okay. So second friend went to the priest and he said, sir, when during my smoking, can I pray? During my smoking, can I pray? The priest said, okay, it's well, and every time we should pray. There's no timings for the particular timings for the pray. So during smoking, you can. So what is the difference between the two statements? The first statement, he asked the priest that when I pray, can I smoke? Second asks, during my smoking, can I pray? So there's a wording, there's a power of communication. When when you feel that the same wordings are there, but the motive is different. One person says different, and other persons have the different quality of mind. Wordings are your choice, and it is all depends upon the quality of the mind. So there are many orators, there are many speakers. They used to say that power of communication depends upon the quality of the relationship. Relationship should be very much strong, but I think that the mind should be strong. We should meditate enough to develop our mind so that our samskara, our rituals, our hold on the society would be increased. That should be enhanced. So it depends upon the quality of the thoughts. So I have given you two examples. First example was again showing the power of communication. The second example was showing the wordings, the particular selections we do with our audience. or with other people they are prevailing in our society. So I mean to say that communication, uh, if there is no proper communication, that is a clashes. Miscommunication leads to clashes. Are you getting me, everyone? Because I try my best to give you the best, whatever the clarity of the mind I'm having, will try to give you. This is again example that if the thoughts are clear, you can be easily connected with each other. I can only tell you about the communication if I would have already understood it. Otherwise, it is not possible to make you, or to talk with you or to communicate with you. See, communication. If I precisely talking about the communication, what I feel on your success, 5% of your academic credentials, if you are graduate, postgraduate, and you have done your doctorate, so even so, 5% of your academic credentials are responsible for your success. 15% of your professional experience is responsible for your success, but rest of 80% of your communication, which is you can't imagine, which is responsible for your success. So the person who is who feels that communication is so much important. So 80% of your life is what you are, what you are. But it all depends that the life you are living depends upon the quality of the thoughts and the living structure, the parents, the samskar, the rituals that you are holding, and the meditation, the part of meditation you're doing. So 5% your academics credentials, 15% of your professional experience, and rest of 80% is your communication, which determines the level of success. And I used to speak like this, that there's a word that is KISS. Keep it short and simple. Whenever we should talk with the people, we should precisely given the exact meaning. Suppose if I'm talking with you, I can guarantee myself that whatever I am speaking, that is good, but I cannot take the guarantee of your thoughts, that what you understand about my way of talking. Some other people, they are they are a judging character. They feel that the person who is sitting in front of you, who is talking, they judge their character, they judge their knowledge. As we feel that, okay, this mouth is just like a shutter. Mouth is just like a shutter. If I will open the shutter, there is two options. One, it may be the shop of coal, or it's a shop of diamond. So this is the shutter which gives you the proper telling about yourself, whether you are enriched enough to tell about you to others, as the things which is in your mind. Complete deliverance means whatever is in your mind, you have to transfer, cut, copy, paste. Total deliverance what you are having to the different people. And communication should be hot. What's mean hot? H for honest. So it's honesty based. O means open. Open means you can discuss with me. So now I am discussing with you, I'm talking with you. After 20 or 50 minutes, 20 or 25 minutes, we will be in a question mode. Even you can shoot up so many questions. I am ready to give you answers. So it should be open. We cannot close the talkings. And T for two-way. So hot, honest, open, and two-way. So we should keep it as simple and safe. This is KISS or HOT. So it all depends that uh, the level we we give to the other, that the thoughts quality and clarity should be there. You can communicate without motivation. You can communicate without motivation, but you cannot motivate without the communication. So this is the major point we should keep in our mind. We cannot motivate without communication. You can well imagine the power of communication. So I give you another example. It's very beautiful, which is very much close to me even. uh, there was two persons sitting in a garden, and one person is having a dog besides him. Second person asked first person, uh, your this dog bites or not? He says, my dog does not bite. When the second person approaches the first person, the dog bite him, and he said that you were saying that the dog will not bite, so and your dog will not bite, and he has bitten me. You are responsible. The first person told, I have told you, my dog is not biting you. This is not my dog. So this is again miscommunication. The second person does not know
Yeah.
that it is a dog of his or not. So he was saying that, does your dog bite or not? He said, my dog does not bite, but that dog bites him because that was not his dog. So this is again the miscommunication. So miscommunication leads to confusion. So the basic of communication is the bridge between confusion to clarity. There is there is the point where you feel that you are taking person from confusion to clarity. So maximum people, they feel disturbance, and they start clashing, they start arguing. During in my life, even there are so many people, they are ready to give me the reply. They do not try to understand. Even me is concerned. Sometimes we what we feel, because lack of practice and all, we start giving the reply without understanding the basics of the particular person that is talking about. So this is the lacking. This is the lack of practice. So communication, just like understanding about bicycle, about typewriting. As we try to learn the bicycle, we try to learn the typing. Similarly, communication is there. So communication is a tool where you can win the world. Sometimes what happens, we try to communicate and we win the person, but lose the topic, lose the matter. In selling way, we used to say, in selling purposes, we used to say, sell the product, do not win the man. If you win the man and lose the product, what's the fun of it? So communication revolves around the winning of the product. We are not there to winning the people by debate, by arguing. So there are so many things around communication. I remember one thing, that there was an astrologer. There was king, and he called so many astrologer, the renowned astrologer in his state, and he said that, this is my horoscope, tell me that what is my future. One of the astrologers said that, uh, sir, you will die. Your grandchildren or your grandsons will be die in front of you. So he said, what are you saying? my sons and grandchildren will be dying in front of me. It's horrible. Take it, this astrologer, and put it into the bars and lock it. And then he called the second astrologer. He said, "Sir, your horoscope I have seen. Your horoscope is showing that you will live 150 years. You will have a grandsons. You have so many people around you." So he said, "Okay, you have said very good about me." So he appreciated it. So the first astrologer said the same thing, that he's having the long life, and his grandsons and grandchildren will die in front of his eyes. But the way was not good. But the second astrologer said the same thing, but in his own way, in his own communication way. So he was awarded, he was appreciated. So it all depends upon that, the communication skill, the communication level, the purity of mind, the level of mind, your honesty, and the transparency of the particular subject should be understood to you. Until you do not understand the basic concepts, how can you deliver? So I just give you example again. Suppose there is a room, and some sort of furniture is in there in your room, and you have to throw it out. You can throw only that furniture which is in the room. You cannot throw those things which is not in the room. Similarly, the mind is our room. So the thought, the communication, the content that will be thrown by you, those things will be thrown by you, which is inside. So quality depending upon the quality, that what are the points that you will shower or throw to the people, so that the other person will be benefiting out of it. So we should not be eager about it, eager about to replying even. Some people says, some wise people, what they say something, they say something on the particular topic, but the fool people, they say so many things without understanding the logics. So communication is the power. It binds the society. And above of all, if you can't imagine that our words speaks more than our actions. What are the words are there that will speak more than the actions? And two monologues cannot be dialogues. If the two-person talking with each other without understanding about each other, that is not dialogue. So listening, responding, and giving the respect is the base of communication. So we should not judge, rather, while a person talks, we should respect the thought of the person. If we start trying to understand, try to evaluate the things, then the society, the level, the strength of society will definitely be increased. So we cannot explain if that is not understood. And according to me, if I feel that communication is oxygen, without oxygen a person cannot survive. So without good communication you can't survive. As I'm talking with you, for example, if the thought clarity is not there, how can I communicate with you? This is the best example. You would be talking with your parents, with your brothers, sisters, and it's a building block of your society. If you do not enter good in yourself, how can you give out the good quality of the thoughts? So depending upon the level of the thoughts, the purity of the mind, which revolves around our society. So according to me, uh, with communication we can motivate. And it's my personal belief that we used to say these words, that we have two eyes, 2 ears, but one mouth. So speak less, speak, quality words, so that other person appreciate you. We should, in that mode, that we should try to listen more, watching more. By listening and by watching, and you know you will be in that stage where your deliverance will be fantastic. You will be in the best mode to talk what is in your mind. So so this is the topic which is being spoken by so many people. But when you talk about yourself, you talk about the communication, then you can deliver only those things which is in you. Suppose, I just give you another example also. There were two friends, male or female, and both have decided to go for a coffee in a restaurant, and they decided that they will come at 10 o'clock. And the boy sat over there in a restaurant and waiting for her friend, that she would be coming. After 30 minutes, 40 minutes, he was giving the calls to her friend that she is not coming. But after some timings, when she picked the calls and she watched that there are 30, 40 missed calls, and she called back, and both were quarreling and both were fighting each other, that we have decided to come at 10 o'clock, why have you not come? And she said, I was thinking that we will be meeting at 10 p.m. And the boy was understanding that I am coming. I was thinking to sit at 10 a.m. So there is a small thing, AM or PM. There's small thing, 10 o'clock. But the use, can you understand, the both clashes, both fighting with each other. So it all depends upon the thoughts clarity. If we feel that, we assume that okay, whatever I have spoken, that is being understood by the person. It is not right. We should tell that okay, this is the confirmed statement, and have you got it or not? Sometimes what we do in our society, we used to say, please understand what I say, please do not understand why I don't want to say. So these things we used to say to the different people. But this is wrong. No need to say. Whatever is in your mind, try to give, try to tell. Otherwise, if if you are confused at your level, and you will keep asking, don't understand that thing which I have not spoken, and please understand only that thing which I have spoken. How can you take the guarantee of the other person? Suppose if I am speaking, I can take the guarantee of myself that whatever I am speaking, that is based on communication, and the other person can understand that he can misjudge me, or some sort of miscommunications can be there. He would be another level of dimensions, or another stage of level, that he or she may think that okay, the level was not good and XYZ. We should not analyze the people at the first level. We should try to understand, we should try to listen. The basic of communication is to listen properly. Otherwise we cannot speak, we cannot make the people understand. So this is the point, when I have told you before, that the wise people, they what they say, something to say, they have something to say. But fool people say something means they say anything, without any base, without any logics, they say anything. But the wise person, they say something which is demandable, and which is preferable, or which gives the benefits to the person who is listening. They always will be in that thought that whatever the quality of the thoughts I have, I should deliver, so that other person should be understood, he should understand. So this is the complete society that is totally based on communication. If I am talking with you, if I am not giving you the proper contents and all, you will be misunderstood, I will be misunderstood. So the basics of the communication is the clarity of the thoughts. We are here that we try to erase your confusions. Confusion cause clashes, and where there is so many clashes, that home, that particular community, or the particular country, that will never rise. So there are so many fightings, and so many wars have we have seen in last decades, and so many centuries before. Why that happened? Because of lack of communication. If we have a great power of communication, then definitely we can win the hearts of the people. It's all depends upon ourselves, that the level, and it is about the practice. As I have given you example, that it's just learning the bicycle, it's just learning the typewriting. If you are good into bicycle riding and typing, it means you can be good in communication also. So communication is the real work of leadership. I used to say it's a sister of leadership. It's a good work of leadership. Without communication, you cannot lead. How can you instruct people? If your thought, if your mind is not clear about the particular target that we have to achieve. So it all depends that uh, that our life should be focused. Our life should be in such a manner that we should communicate properly, so that other person who's your family member, or maybe the part of society, or the community, or any part of religion, because it's the complete world is one religion, that is supreme intelligence, that is a god. So there are so many clashes on the basis of religion also. Somebody says this is best religion, this is poor religion, this is good or better, best, whatever. Discrimination is never happening in communication. We should feel happy if the other person respects us, if that person gives you the strength of communication. So according to me, what I have talked from the last 30 to 40 minutes, the basics of communication is we should try to learn, we should do the practice, because distance does not matter. What matters is communication. If there's a lack of communication, you are gone, you are ruined. So compassion without it is brutality. Compassion, you should have a compassion with your wordings. And if compassion is gone, your communication is gone, then it means brutality is there. So this is a message to the society, to the community also. So I used to say that communication is the connection, actually, is the connection of two beautiful hearts. It's a rejoining combination of two people, the thoughts of two people. When see, there are so many people have been there in this webinar, and everybody is having their own quality of mind, own way, that they will understand me, that this person is talking on that level, or this dimensions, or third dimension, or whatever. But whatever I'm having tried to give you, and the motive is a simple motive, to make the society fruitful, so that we can we can unite this society, we can unite this world, because communication is miracle in translation. If we have a good communication, if two people are talking with each other, one is understanding, listening, and replying when it is required, then they will have a good bonding, they have a good skill to to unite with each other. Otherwise, if I'm speaking in my pace, you are speaking on your other pace, so two dogs are barking and people will laugh, that the two people are talking without understanding each other. So communication is respecting the thoughts. It's a thought. We should respect each other. Then maximum of the wars and so many problems will be gone from the world. I'm very small person. I'm talking about the words and all, but the basic, the building block is the communication. We have to win the heart of the people. We are not there to win the nations. There are so many emperors, they have come and gone. They had nothing to take. This is the life of 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And during these timings, we have to respect each other. And the communication is only the way, only the power where we can understand, we can empower ourselves. This is the way that I'm speaking. I could be on another level. I can be so much enthusiastic. I am so much in that way, this way, but the real motive is to make you understand, to connect with the heart, the level, the words, the quality of the words which appeal. Yes, this is the point where we should taken into mind. So, according to me, what I have discussed from the last 30 to 40 minutes, major point is to empower ourselves. Empower ourselves. Simple. And the major point is to understand the feelings of others. Until or unless if the feelings cannot be understood, we are nothing. So, so language, the language is the main root which is based on the communication. We have a good language skills, we can easily make the people understand. Sometime I used to say that the music is having no language, and people love when there is no language, even it's better. So music has no language, so it's better that everybody love music. So we should love each other. And so at last, I would like to thank each and everyone, and hoping for the best that you would be safe at your home because of this pandemic, and COVID-19 is there. So heartily saying that you would safe at your home. So at last, I would like to ask that if there are any kind of queries you want to ask from me, so you're most welcome. So anyone who's having queries regarding the communication, this any question, what I we have spoken, this was a monologue, but if you feel that anyone who wants to ask, the person, my friends are most welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for a insightful session. I think you explained with some practical examples, and also there are interesting insights in each of these examples, and the level of attention that one needs to pay. So thanks for the wonderful session. And yeah, so if there are any questions, yeah, please shoot in YouTube. I know there are some comments in YouTube, like saying good job and great session. And let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, I think there is one question from Neha Jain. We try to say 1,000 words in a few words, but those words are miscommunicated by others and they're not ready to understand, then what to do?
I'm not getting you. Please, can you repeat it?
Yeah, I mean, like, so basically the question that Neha is asking is, when you try to, explain, sometimes, with a fewer words, and trying to be brief, and, when the others are not ready to understand, and if there is some miscommunication, whatever you're trying to communicate, if there is some miscommunication, what to do in those circumstances?
Yes, this is very beautiful question, Neha, and I welcome you that you have participated, and I welcome you all people, and I encourage all people to ask this kind of question. See, there are 3 words in English. Basically, what are 3 words? Control the controllables. Control the controllables means we can control only those things which can be controlled by us. Means action can be controlled by us, but result cannot be controlled by us. So the words, selective words, is under your command that you have spoken. But what the other person understand, it is the quality of his mindset. So first of all, we should try that we should speak those words which should be acceptable to the other person. If you feel that the other person is getting not exactly what you want to say and what you want to say, this is not your fault. You have played your role. This depends upon the quality of the another person. This is called the relationships. So we should try our best to give the best out of it. Means control the controllables, the actions, the thoughts, the words which is under your control can be spoken in a good way, but you cannot take the guarantee that how the other person reacts on it. So it is, according to me, you should control, you should have the quality of the thoughts to deliver. Similarly, suppose I just give you example. Suppose you give the ice cream or ice cubes to a someone. If he does not take it or respect that ice blocks or ice cream blocks, then you're not concerned about it. You have played a vital role. You have done your role. An other person who is not respecting the ice cubes given by you, that will be melt out. So similarly, your thoughts, your actions, which is under your control, can be you can explain at your own level, but you cannot take the guarantee that those wordings can be understood by the other person at which level. Nobody can take the guarantee. So according to me, you should be positive. You should be positive, and you should have the command on your communication, on the command of your language, so that whatever you want to say should be understood by the other person. So I think you would be satisfied, and if you have again question regarding it, you can ask me.
Yeah, there is one more, a question by Yogesh. Probably you already answered this one. Can you share a logical and a practical meaning of communication in today's world? I think you tried to explain that in the beginning of the session, and also probably during the session. But yeah, he's asking about the logical and practical meaning of communication in today's world.
Okay. Yes. See, I have already I have already explained in a starting session, because I think you would not be there, but I would like to explain it again. Logical and practical way of communication is a strong mind, the quality of the mind, the hold on the language, and the practice, the practical things. Means, as I have given you the example, that it is just like uh, just equal to learning the bicycle, learning the typewriting. So the practical way, communication cannot be learned in 1 day, 2 days, or in a single month or year. It takes decades to understand. I used to say that we have been, you know, talking since childhood. We have been talking since childhood, but what to talk? What to talk? Till now, we don't know. Because if there is a clashes between two senior citizen people having the age more than 60, still they are fighting. Means from the since their childhood they have been talking, but what to talk, they have not knowledge about it. So the logical and practical meaning of the communication is to practice, is to have the hold on the language, and the level of the mind, the quality of the mind, the clarity of the mind should be there. I hope this will serve the purpose.
Good. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think there are a lot of compliments coming from YouTube, many comments.
Thank you.
Thank you for the good job. Okay, so yeah, before we get any other questions or other interaction, yeah, just reminding all that, yeah, the youth sessions for today, the youth prep session for the public speaking, they'll be held usual for both youth groups. One older youth group at 4 p.m. Eastern time today at the same Zoom link, and then for the younger youth group, it will be at 8:45 p.m. Eastern time at the same Zoom link, and they're going to decide the topics for the probably for next week, because this week is a Thanksgiving week. But they'll start doing the prep again today's session, and then tomorrow we have another session about the secrets to win the clients by good presentations, convincing presentations. So yep, so we thank all the audience who are supporting, and don't forget we also have the online yoga classes as well on Wednesdays and Sundays. And as usual, we'll have the webinar sessions from next week as well. I think we are almost having sessions every day other than Monday. So yeah, so with that said, yeah, if there are any other questions, we can talk, and then probably we can chat a bit about your other areas of work. I see you're a multifaceted and have talents in multiple areas. That's pretty interesting. So
Thank
we
you.
want to talk a bit about the study visa, I mean education counseling, and then probably spirituality, and then also astrology. You can, it's all over to you again.
Yeah, so in my webinars, I have tried to combine everything, small percentage of the things I have taken into my communication in my webinar. So I have tried my best to blend each and everything equally. So so that is the balance of life. We have spirituality in our life. Even we, no doubt, economy and everything is there in our life, but spirituality, meditation, residing, reminding the God, chanting about the God should be there. So having hoping for the best, that you would have got best benefits out of it, and be positive, and be empower in communication, and hoping for the best. You get so many things. So hoping that this session would definitely change your life, your thoughts. And if anyone who wants to connect with me again, so can have chat over there. So my contact number is already being shared to all of you. So anyone who wants to discuss on power of communications, or there are so many topics around it, so always most welcome. I am always ready to serve the nation like this.
Yeah, that's very good to hear. So do you want to talk about the education counseling as well, the study visa processing?
See, we have been into study visa counseling also from so many years, and lots of students have already reached to their desired destinations in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, US, UK, Singapore also. So if anyone who wants to take the educational career counseling, education plus career counseling, so we will feel more than happy to help them for sending them abroad legally, with transparency and with ethics. We do not forget our ethics and principles while counseling the people. We always think that the person who has come to us is the part of our family. It's a that person is the team of My Visa Overseas. We basically represent My Visa Overseas. So the people, they come to us, we feel that they are our family members, and we try to counsel according to their credentials, their academics, and their intended future. They want to go to particular country, and what are their academics supporting their career. So we see each and everything. On that basis, we try to give the career counseling. So it is always customized, individual career counseling is there. So whenever we will feel that we should connect again on the particular topic, career counseling in abroad even, the study visa in abroad even. So definitely in next few days or whenever the demand will be there, we will be talking on the basis of education or study visa abroad even. So till now, because the topic was power of communication, so I have discussed on it. But if I will be getting a chance to discuss regarding services for settling abroad even, so then we can also have the discussion on this topic also.
Yeah, sounds good. So thank you so much for all the service that you're doing, and also the service with the difference, keeping the interests of all the community and the audience in mind. So thank you again, and it was great chatting with you today, and then learning many insights from you. So yeah, we will stay in touch, and
And I would like to to thank Let Us Talk people. They have given us the platform to talk with such a beautiful audience. So I really appreciate your contributions towards reforming this world. So really appreciating you, and highly thankful to you that you have given us the opportunity to give such platform to explain ourselves to this beautiful audience.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks again. And then to all our audience who are in US right now, it's a Thanksgiving week, and then we wish in advance a happy Thanksgiving to you and your families and your loved ones. Though due to COVID, probably these are not going to be big gatherings, but I think in hearts, all the families and the loved ones and the friends are all together. So let's appreciate and celebrate the Thanksgiving as well this week. So with that, we'll meet again, for this webinar tomorrow, Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern time again. And of course, today the youth session is at 4 p.m. Eastern time, the next one. So thank you all, a great audience and awesome audience. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.